Hi, I'm Dr. Georgia Witkin.
And I'm Kimberly Pauley.
And I'm Kimberly's mother.
And I'm the mother of 2 boys.
Which makes me Gigi for Grandma Georgia.
So welcome to Gigi and me.
We talk about everything.
Well, the reason I talk to my mother about everything is that she's a professor of psychiatry, professor of OBGYN, she's written 10 books on stress, and she's a Fox News contributor.
And Kimberly is a lawyer, a columnist, a college professor, and pregnant.
So we're going to be talking about pregnancy. Please join us.
So many people ask me when to tell, when not to tell that you're pregnant. So I'm going to ask you because you're all there and you've all done it. But first, say hello.
My name is Kimberly Pauley, and I have 2 sons, and I'm pregnant with my 3rd son.
My name is Jenny Vynerib, and I have 1 son, Oliver, and 2 older daughters.
I'm Susan Krauss. I have a 3-and-a-half-year-old son, and this is Lucas, who is 2 weeks old.
Hello, you all, and hello, Lucas, and hello, babies. Okay, so here's the question. Tell early or tell late? If you tell early, you get lots of advice and you get lots of support. Of course, you can get too much advice, and if something goes wrong, you can get too much support. What's your advice?
I was an advocate of waiting as long as I could into the first trimester. My goal was to not say anything for the first trimester, but unfortunately I showed way too quickly. So
you couldn't do that.
I waited until and when I finally did tell people, everyone said, we know.
Really? Everyone knew.
Yes.
I waited till the end of my first trimester also, just because I felt like that was when the risk of miscarriage was less. But I think a good rule of thumb that someone told me that I try to go by is I told people that I would feel comfortable with telling if something went wrong. Yeah. So I told you, my mother, I told my best friend, I told a handful of people that if God forbid something happened, I would obviously go to them right away, whether they knew or not, and tell them something happened, I'd want their support.
So the main factor you're saying when it comes to telling is making sure you're over some mark where you feel there won't be a miscarriage. Is that fair to say, or is it more about the news is exciting and I want to keep it private, or, you know, I want to tell everybody in the world from minute 1?
Oh, I sort of agree with what Kim was saying, that I felt like I told the people that I would tell if there was some sort of a problem or issue that I would need support from. I told them early. And then sort of the general public didn't tell till later. With my first pregnancy, I remember that we went to Italy when I was about a month pregnant.
So did I.
Really? That's so funny. We had a wedding for a friend of ours, and I wasn't drinking any wine in Italy, so everyone knew.
Oh, I told all of Italy because no, I would never see those people again.
I knew these people. These were all my friends at a wedding. And people ask you too when you're in that sort of those childbearing years. I think your friends know you well and know if you were trying.
Wonder, yes.
People ask, how's it go? You know, and it's hard. I found it hard to lie about being pregnant.
It's bad luck to lie.
I just did not feel comfortable, so a lot of times I ended up telling people when I hadn't planned on it. That happens.
But it sounds like that when you're pregnant, you really want to tell. You have to hold yourself back. It's not.
Oh, it is. It's always in the back of your mind, no matter who you're talking to, what's going on. So it's almost like the elephant in the room. You know, but you don't know if they're wondering, and you try not to talk about it, even though it's one of the biggest things going on in your world at that moment. So
not everybody wants to know right away. I know if people sometimes tell me and it's very, very early and I don't know them very well, I'm sort of uncomfortable because it's too much responsibility. I don't want that kind of information.
Yeah.
Then, you know, if something happens, they have to go back to you. And
yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather people wait to tell me.
So that's your last
if I'm not
word.
close with them, I'd rather.
Don't tell me too early.
Yeah.
What's your last word?
Yeah, just whatever. Do what's best for you and what you're comfortable with, but the waiting and telling the people that are close to you, that was my.
And you're saying people guess anyway?
Yeah, I found that I didn't have to tell people a lot. They just sort of asked me, and then I did tell them. So I probably told people pretty quickly.
Yeah, if they guess, you don't want to lie.
You don't want to lie.
So you confirm it.
Yeah.
Or you can say, I'll wait and I'll tell you.
Yeah, you smile.
Yeah, you smile.
You smile enigmatically.
Exactly.
Here's my bottom line.
And then they tell everyone.
You can always tell, you can't untell. If in doubt, wait.
Right.
Thanks.